Good afternoon, students. This is Mr. Kutsi, and I'm just going to present a short tutorial here in case you missed how to solve the questions in Ready, Set, Go 2.3 for Math 1. Okay, so 2.3 is here. I got it up here, and what I'm going to try and do is we're going to try and go through number 1 together. So first things first, we got to read the instructions, got to make sure it makes sense. So it says 3 points are given. Okay, those are the 3 points there. Each point is a solution to at least one of the equations. Okay, that's important. Find the point that satisfies both equations. They underline that. It's got to be important. Okay, so really there's no question here. The question is, the directions are to find the equation, find the point that satisfies both equations. All right, and this is justified. So how the heck do we do this? So let's pull our thing up here, and I will try and show you the calculations on here. Okay, so here we are. We got Ready, Set, Go 2.3. Let's move this over. And your equation was y equals 2x minus 3. And then I'm going to write them side by side, and you'll see why in a moment. Okay, so these are the two equations. Let me straighten this out a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit better. Straighten that out. Those are the two equations we had here. All I did is I wrote them, these two equations, I wrote them side by side because I'm going to need to do calculations. Okay, and then below the points they gave us, we got to check. A is -2, 5. B is 2, 1. And C is 4, 5. So we got to check these in all the equations. So how this works is this. They've given you a set of x's and y's, and they're saying it works for one equation, but which one works for both equations? All right. So the number one thing you got to do here, when you substitute, make sure you're putting the 5 in for y, and then we got a 2 here, and then the x, and then the -3. And for x, I'm going to replace this x with a -2. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking these two values right here and plugging them into our equation. Okay, so what do we get when we get here? 5 equals -4 minus 3. Okay, because 2 times -2 is -4. -3 carries down. -4 minus 3, that's -7. Now we got a situation that makes no sense. 5 does not equal -7, so we know A cannot be our solution. So I scratched A off of here because it gave us something that didn't make any sense. Okay, so let's check B. Let's plug in 2 for x and 1 for y. So 1 equals 2 times x minus 3. Again, for x, we're going to put in a 2. We get 1 equals 2 times 2, which is 4, minus 3. This makes a little more sense. 1 equals 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 equals 1. Yes. Okay, now, it worked for that equation. We got to check, does it work for the second equation? That's the whole thing. Okay. So hopefully this makes sense. We should be getting something that something equals itself, 1 equals 1, or something like that. Let's check what we get over here. We're still using point B. We're still using the 2 and the 1. And we're going to plug it in here. 1 equals, now it's negative, and then x is 2 plus 3. Okay, so what I did is I took this x and y and I plugged it into this equation. 1 equals -2 plus 3. 1 equals -2 plus 3. Let's simplify that. That is the same as 1. Aha. Again, we got something that does make sense. Does 1 equal 1? Yes. So what we did is we took point B and plugged it into both equations, and it worked. So what I would say is point B works for both equations. And that was the key. It had to work for both. Okay, so that's how we do it. Okay, go ahead and on your own, you're going to want to try number 2, 3, and 4. They're all exactly the same. Okay, so it's just more practice with the same. So try them out, and hopefully you're successful. And if you're not, bring questions to class. Thanks for watching.